it's Bro You Whack, and welcome to Season 17, what I'm sure is going to be a lot of people's favorite season, either A, because they love arcade skins, or B, they go into chill no-kill lobbies and they like Academy skins. No, that's not going to be me. Let's just get started looking at the Season 17 Battle Pass. Now, right away, we have a skin that's actually on theme with this season, which is going to be Reinhardt's 8-bit King skin. Reinhardt's an awesome skin to start off the Battle Pass with his pixelated, wise white beard and bright pink armor, and the heart on his chest is a nice touch too. These aren't going to be the most detailed skins, but that's just because they're not supposed to be, because, well, they're 8-bit at the end of the day. That's their whole shit. And to match your Reinhardt 8-bit skin, you also get a player icon in the same exact tier. Moving on with the rest of the tiers, at tier 2, we get a Pachmari 8-bit player icon. I just love the 8-bit design. It's so goofy. And at tier 3, we get a name card of the other theme of this season, which is going to be Academy. And at tier 4, we have one of my favorite highlighted shows of all time, the Sombra thumbs up meme that we've all seen as a reaction gif in every single Twitter thread. At tier 5, and every tier that ends in 5, we get some Overwatch 1 credits. At tier 6, we get a Echo voice line.
Nothing a patch won't fix.
Yeah, that's something the Overwatch developers probably believe, but in all reality, it just starts another meta, everyone. At tier 7, we get a Zenyatta victory pose with an 8-bit coin. Oh, the sound effect is so cute! At tier 8, and every tier that ends in A, we got 10 Mythic prisms that you can buy the new D.va Mythic skin with, which I will be including at the very end of this battle pass. At tier 9, we got a cute weapon skin inspired by D.va's Mythic skin called Horong. I'm pretty sure that's just like a white tiger. Then at tier 10, we got 200 Overwatch 2 coins. But moving on to the rest of the tiers, starting off with tier 11, we got Genji doing a groovy 8-bit dance that's gonna match perfectly. Well, I wouldn't say perfectly because it's a weird dance to match with his 8-bit skin, but still goofy nonetheless. At tier 12, we got a souvenir of a Pachmari inspired from the uniform that they wear at the Overwatch Academy. And if you're wondering what the Overwatch Academy logo looks like, where you get it here at tier 13 with a spray, and at tier 14, we get Cassidy's Deadlock logo as a name card, but you actually see that on his varsity jacket in his Academy skin. At tier 15, we get another set of Overwatch 1 credits. At tier 16, we get Cassidy's player icon, and at tier 17, a Freya voice line.
Let me teach you a lesson.
What kind of lesson you we talking about, Freya? You gonna be spanking me with a ruler? 18, we get 10 more Mythic prisms. At tier 19, a Venture voice line.
Out of memory? Yeah, just download more.
Yes, Venture, you totally can download more dedicated wham to the Minecraft server. Then at tier 20, we get our first Academy skin of the Battle Pass, which is gonna be Cassidy's Delinquent, or what I call it, the Varsity skin, because we see his varsity jacket wrapped around his waist. Now, I'm not gonna lie, besides the bandages on his face, he's looking too, like, proper and clean to be, like, a jock. And plus, the cowboy hat is just throwing me off. Like, this whole look is very wild. It doesn't really look on par with the other Academy skins that we're soon gonna see, mainly in the shop, but it's still a fine Academy skin at the end of the day. Plus, the gun looks really cool too, where the barrel is the Overwatch blue with the wood grain, and then the hammer is the Overwatch wing from the logo. It just looks really sick. This is a good Academy skin. Now, going on to the 20s, at tier 21, we got the mad scientist Junkrat working on his steel trap, and he looks so happy. You can just see his little leg just generate from excitement. Or ADHD, either one. Tier 22, a Junk Queen voice line.
I don't play games. I win them.
I thought she was gonna say something else like, I don't play games, I just play with boys' hearts. Like, why? Tier 23, we got Junkrat's Professor skin as a spray, which I don't know if we get in the Battle Pass. I haven't looked at any of the Battle Pass skins, so your reaction is just like my reaction when seeing them. But at tier 24, we get the Junkrat Professor player icon, another set of Overwatch 1 credits at tier 25. At tier 26, we get D.va's Mythic inspired skin as like a tassel just flowing in the wind. At tier 27, we get a Junkrat's Ticking Clock name card. That actually looks really cool. At tier 28, another set of 10 Mythic prisms. At tier 29, we get a Zenyatta Harmony Rubik's Cube spray of some sort. Then at tier 30, back-to-back legendary skins, we see Junkrat's Professor Fox skin. Now, I don't know if this is actually canon to the Junkrat lore, but this might be the skin before he turns into the mad scientist, which is Junkenstein. And if that is the case, oh my god, that would be so cool. Lots of Academy accessories throughout this whole entire skin, like the test tubes and the scroll replacing his grenades. The Overwatch Academy logo is in his peg peg leg. We see the same test tubes on his gun along with the Overwatch wings, and also padded plush on the side of it. That's a fancy looking Junkrat gun. Both the C4 and his rip tire have this ticking clock design, which just looks so sick, especially the rip tire. This is probably top 5 best looking rip tires that Junkrat has ever had. Even his detonator has a cool eagle design flap covering the detonator, and the steel trap, funny enough, I don't know if in his emote or victory pose or whatever, the steel trap changes based on the skin that you have. That would be a cool detail. Now moving on to the tier 30s, we have a Reinhardt 8-bit coin emote. This is Overwatch basically after this whole entire season collecting all the money. Tier 32, we got Reinhardt's 8-bit spray. Tier 33, we got an Ana victory pose, which is just kind of randomly placed in this battle pass. It's just literally her holding her gun. At tier 34, we get the Overwatch Academy logo in a player icon form, another set of Overwatch 1 credits, and then we have an Orisa voice line.
When will you learn?
No one would have been a funnier voice line if they had Orisa saying, they tell me to think twice. I don't even think once. Tier 37, we got an awesome 8-bit Pachimori weapon charm with the X's and O's replacing his eyes. I absolutely love that weapon charm. Another set of 10 Mythic prisms. Tier 39, we get Reinhardt's crown 8-bit name card, and then at 40, we get our first, I think this is our first epic skin with Orisa's 8-bit skin. See, this is an epic skin that I absolutely love. Not only does it look great, simple with the digital 8-bit hearts and the eyes, but it's also on theme, because this was a big issue that people had with the battle pass, is that they would have one skin from the theme, and then that's it. But at least here we got like, what, 2? That's one more than last season. Now at tier 41, unfortunately, we don't have Cassidy's delinquent skin equipped with this victory pose, but this is just him a big chilling at the desk, which, by the way, school desk, top 5 place to take a nap in the whole entire world. A D.va voice line, surprisingly.
Winnable, winnable, winnable.
Every D.va player, honestly, just every Overwatch player is depressed and don't think that any game is winnable. Tier 43, we get an Ana player icon of an epic skin. I think we get in this battle pass. Tier 44, we get another Ana item with a spray. Another set of Overwatch 1 credits, a Hammond voice line. Oh, I love that. Tier 47, we got a D.va Mythic skin name card, which they include a lot of the Mythic items in the Battle Pass nowadays. I don't know how y'all feel about that. We get another set of 10 Mythic prisms. At tier 49, we get 200 Overwatch 2 coins. And then at tier 50, we get an Ana, basically, like, not even an epic skin, more like a rare skin. This is her Sakura skin. It looks pretty. I mean, I like the Sakura design with the pink that fades into white. Like I said, a gorgeous looking skin, but let's keep it a sec. This is a rare skin. This isn't, like, look at the Orisa epic skin, and then look at this one. Moving on to tier 50s, we get another 8-bit coin victory pose, this time with Orisa slamming her javelin and then an 8-bit coin popping up. Kind of a random victory pose, I'm not gonna lie. At tier 52, we get a Sombra 8-bit player icon. At tier 53, we get a Sombra digital skull spray. That looks really cool, but that's not our typical Azukara sugar skull. Then we get the same 8-bit Sombra name card. And then we get another Overwatch 1 credits. At tier 56, we get an Iliari player icon of her Academy skin. At tier 57, oh, this is a cool one. This is like a 3D render, but in like a 8-bit style and a 2D plane of the Pachimori logo. Another set of 10 Mythic prisms at tier 58. At tier 59, a Sojourn voice line.
Come on, do the math.
Like I said, I don't even think once, Sojourn. I don't know how to do math. Then at tier 60, I don't know why I'm surprised to see another theme-oriented skin, this time with Sombra's 8-bit skin, but I am so happy to see her, and I absolutely love this design. I love her leggings with the 8-bit design fading up her leg, and then I love her mask too, something that we don't often see our heroes getting, like the Reaper treatment with the mask. I don't know how I feel about the X. I also don't know how I feel about the yellow pants. It just kind of is a random splash of color in this skin that already has great colors. I don't know if you really needed the yellow. I also just noticed Sombra's gonna have so many video game details, like the aux cord, a memory card at the butt of the gun, the DDR arrows, the yes or no Mario question block. Like, oh, I love the 8-bit skin so much, man. Junkrat highlighter intro of him looking at the clock and it's him exploding once again. At tier 62, we get a D.va Mythic skin player icon. We get an 8-bit, almost like a Rubik's Cube, but these are Harmony Orbs for Zenyatta name card. At tier 64, we get a Student Mon Leak weapon charm, which just looks absolutely cute with a little tiny pencil. More Overwatch 1 credits, Zenyatta's 8-bit skin in the form of a player icon. I can't wait to see what that skin looks like. Then at tier 67, another souvenir that I might use with a low polymon leak in the form of like, well, low polygons. More mythic prisms at tier 68. At tier 69, nice, we get Iliari's student spray, where she's seen kind of doing the anime glasses push, but on the side of it. Then at tier 70, we get another awesome 8-bit epic skin, this time with Zenyatta. I called his Harmony Orbs Rubik's Cubes previously, which I'm not wrong. You can get a Rubik's Cube that looks like that, but they're supposed to just be like his Harmony digital 8-bit orb. Then similar to Sombra and Orisa, but unique to this skin, is a mask that also changes just randomly. So one is just his eyes slanted downward, and then it gets pixelated and then changes to his eyes slanted upward. Oh, it's cool, man. These epic skins are so dope. We've reached the final 10 tiers before we get into the prestige tiles and then the D.va Mythic skin. We got the Academy Overwatch seal as a weapon charm. We got Cassidy's Deadlock crew or varsity team as a spray. Then we get a Genji voice line.
Wait, we had homework?
Come on, Genji, you are effing up! Tier 74, we got Genji's 8-bit skin in the form of a name card. At tier 75, the final Overwatch 1 credits. At tier 76, a Lifeweaver voice line.
Let's cut class together.
Hey, yo, what we trying to do, Lifeweaver? Hey, yo! I'm gotta calm down. At tier 77, we get Reinhardt's 8-bit crown in the form of a spray. The final 10 mythic prisms, so you get 80 in total with this battle pass. At tier 79, the final 200 Overwatch 2 coins, totaling out to 600 in this battle pass. And then the final skin of the battle pass at tier 80, we got Genji's 8-bit hero skin, the main character of the old school video game that you would presumably play as if Overwatch was in the 80s. And man, this is cool, man. I love this skin. Yeah, the outfit and the colors look goofy, almost looks like a computer engineer that just got his first internship, but then when you go to his mask, oh, it is just such a creative design, with the 8-bit digital visor replacing his iconic green mask. You see so many video game inspired references, like the Nintendo glove that released in the NES era. His sword has arrows almost like a video game pad, and his knife looks like a circuit board with that same joystick design, and his shurikens are just 8-bit, which is just so cool, man. In that same tier, we also get an 8-bit Genji player icon and a spray dashing forward, which looks very modern and 8-bit old school mixed into one. Then before we look at the D.va Mythic skin, we got the prestige titles. At tier 85, we got Retro Gamer. At tier 95, we got Teacher's Pet. I think a lot of people are going to be using that, especially in Show Kill lobbies. At 105, we got Fragile Flower. At tier 115, we got Min Maxer. At tier 130, we got Bad Apple. 150, we got Fleeting Beauty. Not sure what that has in reference of like 8-bit or Academy. At tier 175, we got Smarty Pants. And then at tier 200, we got N00B, making up the classic video game term noob. A lot of people are going to be going for that. I might actually go for that for once. All right, we've reached the Mythic skin for season 17, which is going to be D.va's Horang skin. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Now, it's not included in the battle pass, but you can use the 80 mythic prisms to get the skin. And at level 1, which is going to be 50 mythic prisms, you just get the basic D.va mythic skin with the white tiger inspiration. We see that in the mech with D.va herself, with this amazing pearl white base with blue accent colors that are just glowing throughout. Now, this is going to be a mythic skin with 4 different levels, where you're obviously going to be able to choose the different colors, but you're also going to be able to have different hair design. And I also think a different face paint design is going to be separate as well. And at level 2, we are going to get a totally different colorway with a black, red, and gold color scheme. This one's not my particular favorite just because the white and blue colorway is just so beautiful, but it's still good nonetheless. And the gun as well has that same color scheme to match the mecha. Now, the difference between this D.va in level 2 versus level 1 is, of course, different face paint. We see different dots on her face. And also, we got pigtail, almost like buns. I don't know what you would call them, but they're just seen here versus the other one, which is just straight down hair. Then at level 3, we got the level that I think every single e-girl and e-boy is going to be rocking, which is going to be a pink and white colorway with pigtails and a Tokyo Ghoul face mask. The white and blue looks beautiful. The pink and white looks pretty, and man, I can't decide which one I like better. But the one thing I don't like about this level is the gun. They have this, like, the stainless steel color to match alongside the pink. I would have rather the base be white just to switch switch it up a bit. Then the final level at level 4, we got that same white and blue color scheme from level 1, but the difference here is the animation, almost like a fire effect seen throughout the whole entire mecha. And then once you get to level 4, you're able to unlock the 2 gilded aspect skins, which the first one is going to be the original one, the black and gold one, which just looks so cool, almost like Naruto in a bit when he's in his Sage of Six Paths form. And then the recently released iridescent design is here with D.va's Mythic skin, which just looks so pretty, man. Like, this is the first Mythic skin where I might want to get both gilded aspects because they just look that good, man. This is a pretty looking Mythic skin, and overall, this is just a fantastic season when it comes to Battle Pass items. Let me know what you guys think about the Season 17 Battle Pass and what your favorite skin is. And be on the lookout for my Season 17 shop skin video. But until then, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch 2 videos to come, and bye.